That couldn't have been any more clutch if we timed it.
That was
And we
that was
have
shit. That was shady. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear everything.
let me ask you, are you picking up your extra audio? Are you
Extra audio. I don't know.
so I don't think you are actually.
That's all right.
That's quite all right because
We had nothing
I can
before,
hear
so
me. Things are okay now, I
I
guess.
think so. We're live.
We are live though.
Play us in, Johnny.
Oh, here we go. I'm afraid to touch anything. All right, good. There we go.
Yep.
Perfect. So anyone
All
who's
right.
tuning in, please, for the love of fuck, let us know if if you can
We
hear
we,
us.
we just went through about several test runs because we had no audio whatsoever. So,
Yeah, this was a whole bugaboo. I got frustrated and shut
uh,
everything off.
hard reset.
And, hey, all right. Thank you, Derek. Thank you so
Turn it
much.
off and turn it on again.
Yes. Now all you have to do, Derek, is like because you never fucking do that.
Derek
You
on
piece of shit.
time,
And
on the
he's on
money,
time though.
on the
Now you give him
money,
credit though. He is
on the money.
any anywhere physical you want him to be. He will not be on time, but he is on time for our podcast. I mean
That's
I
all
do
that matters.
appreciate that. White women. This is what we're talking about
Are
today,
we just getting right
amongst other
into that?
things. Well, yeah, we'll give some shout outs first. Actually,
All
big
right.
shout out today. Wyland Woolies, located in downtown Irwin. We will post. I don't know that they have a website. I believe they have a Facebook. I'm not sure what their social presence is, but I'll
Just
figure it out and I'll post
post their
something in the comments.
details.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
post details if anything. Um, we ended up.
I can't believe
We'll post their details in the comments. But anyway, it's our favorite hobby store slash
Yeah.
collectible store,
Collectible
pop
store.
culture, everything like that.
Spent a lot of money there.
I spent a
We spent a
shit ton
lot
of
of
money
money
there.
there.
Most of my collection actually came from there.
Yeah.
They're in pop, not pop culture connection. They go
Cash and
fuck
culture.
themselves. Cash and culture.
Cash and culture.
But yeah. So if you want to hand me one at a time here, I'll talk about what I got today.
Anyone you want first?
No, it doesn't matter.
I'll just
Anything
go
in
down the
particular? I'm
stack. I'll
just
just go
glad that
down the
we
stack.
can. All right. Today I picked up this. I'm not sure what year this would have been from. I'm not sure if it says anywhere on him,
I
but
doubt it.
this pretty cool loose Punisher figure. Let's see if I can get him in there. Yeah, he's pretty fucking cool. Uh, you pointed this out to me. I was
Hmm.
pretty excited to get this.
A lot of great loose figurines there. Star
There's a
Wars, comic
whole.
books, movies, a lot of cool loose figurines behind the glass
I
case.
could go on for a while with the
He
loose figurines
he
I
was
have.
he was cash only, so I couldn't get anything today, but that's probably for the
Well,
best.
luckily, Mrs. Whitesnake got me a gift card, so I was solid for
And
today.
Mrs. Whitesnake
So
didn't get me shit,
shout out
so
to Mrs. Whitesnake.
she's not gonna appreciate your shout out.
I feel like she does. She's probably listening on her way home if she is on her way home. Um,
Okay. Maybe. Yeah,
maybe,
he's gonna
maybe.
topple
Come
over.
on, Frank. What are you doing? All right, we'll just.
He's just gonna do one of
But
those.
anyway, also brought to you by Herbs Pickled
Oh, it
Sausages.
came with a card too.
Sponsor us or send us a
Top
cease and
secret,
desist.
top secret mission in the back.
Hey, I'm taller than the Punisher.
Flip it around. Cool little
Kill all Dales.
please.
So yeah, pretty cool. Came with this card. Really cool loose figurine. Didn't set me back much, so I appreciate that. What else did I buy there?
Item 2.
Item two, I got this very cool Emperor Palpatine from the Black Series. Again, I'm not huge on the Black Series, but I thought this one was cool. He has a cloth robe. It just kind of stuck out to me. So the time to buy it is when you see it, and I saw it and I bought it. So yeah, so right there, an Emperor Palpatine. I did not put deodorant on today. I just noticed that. So yeah,
You've been emitting a lot of smelly
I did have KFC.
smelliness today.
It was tragic.
You watching you devour a double down was quite frankly terrifying.
It is terrifying.
It was terrifying.
So I also got this heavy battle droid. I've seen this before. I've always liked
You know
the
what it
battle
was?
droids.
We saw it at the Fleetique, and you passed on it because it was like $10 more.
The
Blairsville.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I did. And this is a gaming greats. I'm not sure if that means that this was from.
Battlefront 2.
Okay, it's from Battlefront 2. Okay, I was gonna say I wasn't sure if that meant that it was from.
Yeah. The gaming grades are from the video games.
Yeah. But anyway, there's it. peek at that if that will focus in enough for you to
I like
look
how you
at.
took the price tag off the cheapest one.
It was just kind of hanging
Oh.
on there. Um, but yeah, so that, and then my final one here,
Big boy.
Super Battle Droid. Would have preferred it to be a Destroyer Droid. That was actually my favorite from the series, but this was my second favorite. Um, I was gonna pass on this one just for the fact that it's a little bluer in color than I think they are in the film.
A little bit.
So, but anyway,
A little bit more pale in the pale
yeah,
blue.
so you can even see
A
here.
little bit more of a
just
pale
kinda-
blue in the movie.
But I like these big figurines. They've always kind of been one of the things I like. It's kind of hard to get that with the lighting, but yeah.
One piece I regret I regret selling from my collection was the destroyer droid. It was a smaller one, but it actually had a thing it shot out of.
I know exactly what you're
I
talking about. That
lo-
was the coolest thing
I'm
ever.
so mad I got rid of that.
I loved it.
That thing was cool as hell.
But anyway, so Wyland Woolies, downtown Irwin. If you are claustrophobic, take heed. But it is floor to ceiling good shit.
The best time to be in there is when nobody else is in there.
It's hard to come by that, but
It's
yes,
hard
I
to come
agree.
by that,
I,
but yeah.
I stand by that with most places. But
That's true.
But yeah, so that was that. That was our shout out. I don't know that we have to really plug anyone else this week.
I was gonna say, I know Tara's down at Steel City Con right now. She's entering the
Is she,
costume
okay?
contest.
She's okay. Oh, you
She's
know
been
what? I would
posting.
love to go see her down there. To
Yeah.
just she'll
She-
probably just
she's-
obliterate
She's
everyone.
at that clusterfuck of a
Yeah.
that car
Again,
crash
we are
of a
not
convention.
advocating Steel City Con because they can go fuck themselves. You heard it here. Go fuck yourself until you get better. Stop focusing on the celebrities and all the other bullshit. Bring it back to what it was. Make it for the collectors. Make it for the pop culture people. Make it for everyone that enjoys that kind of stuff, not just people that want to get autographs. Do that as a separate event.
I agree.
So anyway,
It is
end of that rant.
It is $35 to get in now for one day.
Unbelievable.
One day.
And what? Bottom level celebrity, $40 a pop on an autograph.
I'm gonna say 60. I'm gonna say 50.
I think it's still about 40 for like a lower tier.
Lower tier, like, oh, I was in one episode of Fantasy Island back in the day.
$40, guaranteed.
Probably about $40.
We'll look this up afterwards. But anyway, I'm all worked up. It's time to settle back down with America's oldest and finest brewery.
Yep.
God bless you, Yingling. You get me through the day.
Unlike Steel City Con, you never disappoint us.
But coming up very soon is Three Rivers Comic Con.
Yes.
Which is still, I would say, very much fan based. It's not money grab celebrity bullshit, which they frustrated me a little bit with their comments.
I was gonna say they kind of rubbed you the wrong way.
They did, but I'm not gonna hold it against them. No, because they were kind of just like, I asked about if we were allowed to film there for a podcast, and well, first I said, "Are we allowed to film there?" And they commented back, "What kind of filming?" So that was valid.
Porn.
That was valid.
Porn.
But then they suggested like, "Oh, we'll apply for a press pass," which I was kind of like, "That's kind of dick." You could just be like, "Oh yeah, sure,
Well,
showcase all
you
of
were
our."
pissed off when you first told me, so you said it a lot shittier whenever you told me the first
I
time.
was frustrated, but I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like,
well,
"Meh."
I'm excited. Hopefully, you can make the trip out to Altoona and check out Sci-Fi Valley Con sometime because that's
I'd
a
like-
really
I'd like
that's a
to
really
do that,
great
yeah.
one too. That's a really great
Well,
one too.
I think she said we're gonna make an attempt because there's like kind of like Anthrocon, right? With when isn't Anthrocon like a? Oh, is that furries?
That's furries. I think.
That's furries.
Yeah.
What's the?
Sci-Fi Valley Con?
No. What's the?
Oh, crypto.
Yes,
Crypto-
cryptozoology.
Cryptozoology.
Boy, was
yeah.
I way off.
Just showing up to the furry con.
Samsonite.
Samsonite. I was
I was
way
way
off.
off.
That's my second favorite line from that movie.
Swimmy.
My favorite. Hey Harry, your hands are freezing.
Classic.
Yeah, that's great. We'll do a Dumb and Dumber
Swallowed
episode.
a June bug.
Anyway, we
so
quote Dumb
where
and Dumber
the
all
white
night.
women at? We're gonna tell you.
Because they sure as hell aren't here right now.
No, they're never here. I we composed a
That was
list.
a fucking segue.
That was.
That was a segue.
we composed a list of the top 5 songs to get white women out on the dance floor. Number 1, Dale Ram Jam with Mariah. You son of a bitch! Every time.
That's gonna be my new. That's gonna be my what's it called? Signature move.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like my signature move.
So
That's gonna be my people's elbow.
since we were having so many difficulties right before this, and I was having some indigestive problems. I didn't get to write mine down, so I will let you spout yours out.
I'm gonna have nightmares from your indigestive problems. All right. Now, I'd like to preface this list by saying something. I
don't know white women.
Just not just white women. I don't go out a whole lot, so I don't really go to bars, clubs,
This is true.
any of those places where the women tend to frequent. They tend to listen to music and get rowdy. Because I quite frankly just don't like people, and I get very claustrophobic in places. So don't really know what I'm talking about here. This is just based off of personal opinion, I'd say, and talking to various white women. So I have my 5. I'm sure there's more. I kind of just did this off the top of my head, so I'm sure there's better ones. Anyone in the chat of our 2 viewers, Derek, feel free to chime in. You're engaged to a white woman.
Derek knows white women. If you want to find the white women, talk to Derek because he knows white women. Yes.
Oh, this is going off the fucking rails. So number 1, "Don't Stop Believin'" by Journey. Okay,
I'll accept it.
Oh, okay.
You're starting off your number 1 song. You're not going.
Oh, this is in no particular order. I couldn't rank them. I just came
okay.
up with 5.
Okay.
I came up
Yeah,
with 5.
I'll allow.
"Don't Stop Believin' by Journey." I've been in many. This isn't necessarily about women. I've been in many bars where they have played that on the jukebox for some reason, and every single person in the bar was singing along, and it drove me. I hate that song so much. Next, you were just singing this, "Living on a Prayer" by Bon Jovi.
I have that.
You have that? Okay.
I also had "Don't Stop Believing," but I'm going to change that.
All right. Next I have, in very different genre, "Drop It Like It's Hot," because they played that at your wedding, and
Snoop.
the women were out dropping it like it was indeed hot. And then a classic, "Get Low."
Oh, very
Low.
good.
And my 5th one's kind of a cheat. It's you may not accept this because I couldn't think of a specific one. Any emo / pop punk song from the early 2000s.
Okay, I got you on that one.
I got
you on that one.
Anything from the early 2000s, emo, pop punk, any of that bullshit.
Ramble on a little bit more because I need one more. I had a good one, but I can't remember.
Ramble on? Okay, Rambling Man. Here we go.
Ramble on.
But yeah, because
I wonder how we would sound karaoke style on this mic.
At your
we
wedding,
don't sound that great professional when Brenda does it, so I don't know. But you do. I don't.
I don't sound great. At your wedding, I remember they played "Panic at the Disco," and people were getting fucking.
Oh, that's a good one.
They were playing.
I write "Sins Not Tragedies." That's what the song's called.
Yes, that's what it's
called.
called.
That is a great song. And that's what I was gonna kind of hoping to be slightly more prepared with this because I was gonna bring up the point that there is a bit of a generational gap between us and some of the white women I know now, and what used to get white women on the dance floor now is different. I mean, obviously they're not going to go out there for the fucking jitterbug. You know what I mean?
Everything's making everything's making a. Was that the jitterbug?
I don't know.
It's like the fucking circus.
The circus. Is there a circus?
I don't think we
it was something.
I don't think we have you have a grasp of what the jitterbug is.
So anyway,
the Charleston. We're gonna bring the Charleston
back. That's when
yeah. You combined a few different things and called it the jitterbug.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what gimmick you were doing, but you like stewing on a 5th one right now?
I am. I had it, and now You know what though? Because I had "Don't Stop Believing."
Okay.
So you kind of you took like 3 of mine.
Well, because
Actually, no. Hold on. I do got a good one.
we've talked about this before in the past. Because well, did you have the song that you put on to prove me wrong on my birthday at Callahan's?
No, and I will put that on there.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to air out your list, but you know what I'm talking about. Because you
Yes,
said
I
I
do.
guarantee this will work, and it
I
did.
did.
It did.
So long story. Well, was that
That was
Clayapalooza number one?
first Clayapalooza.
Clayapalooza number one. Well, you were still very much in your shell. You're easier to get out now, but there was a
bachelorette party.
there was a bachelorette
I still
party
probably
there,
wouldn't do anything about that, to be honest.
and I said,
that'd be intimidated.
I said, do you want to watch a whole group of white women dance? And I will segue into it. And I'm pretty sure this was the song. I played NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye."
No,
No, was that not it?
the wobble.
Was that?
Yeah,
But then I segued
You
into
played-
NSYNC.
no. You said I'm gonna go and play like 3 or 4 songs, and they'll all.
That's what it was. It was the
respond to it.
wobble. Shout out to Danny for the wobble. He knows what I'm
Danny
talking
knows about the wobble.
But yeah,
Yeah, because even Danny was dancing to
yes.
that.
Well, it's not hard to get Danny dancing.
I know.
But but so anyway, now I have 6,
Okay.
excluding the ones we just talked about.
Okay.
Backstreet Boys, Everybody.
Yeah, I almost put that.
Everybody.
I almost went with that, but I knew you were going to. I knew you were
Rock
going
your
to.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I thought you were gonna get on that with me.
I
So anyway, I guess if we're gonna go in no particular order, I do have 5. Number 1, "Living on a Prayer." Always. That John Bon Jovi's gonna always get him out
I
there.
hate that song so much.
That's a good song though.
I've heard too many. It's like Sweet Home Alabama too many times.
Well, yeah. Number 2 from I don't actually know how to pronounce the band's name. I think they're just called Ohio, but they're like OH exclamation point
What's the song?
O. Don't trust a hoe.
Oh,
That's
that's not how you spell that at all.
What?
That's not how you spell that at all.
Look it up. I'm like positive. Not that positive. A little positive. But anyway, number 3 I
Oh.
have on here.
It's 3OH exclamation point 3.
It's something kind of like
Okay,
Ohio.
you weren't
I
too
was
far.
in the ballpark.
You were in the ballpark.
Don't act like
Well, you were in the ballpark, but you weren't like a player. You were like a concession stand worker. But you were in the
There's
ballpark.
still a part of. There's still a
Okay.
part. You concession workers, you're still a big part of the team.
That is true.
But anyway, Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Oh god, around here, yeah.
Now here's where I was gonna go, but it's kind of generational. Now they're kind of getting out of this one, but girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on my list. I left it off, but
Yeah.
that is definitely something I feel like gets them out there. But that's maybe like a wedding song, and an older crowd's going out there. You're kind of getting the like, oh, we're gonna have our first couple old people dance, and then we're gonna get real fucking dirty on the dance floor. Um, this may actually be number 1 if we're talking about weddings and getting people on the dance
Okay.
floor. The Cupid Shuffle.
Which one's the Cupid Shuffle?
Down, down, do your dance, do your
Oh,
dance,
okay.
to the right, to the right. That one?
Yeah,
that
okay.
is white women are all over that bullshit. And one I threw in there just for you country gals, the Boot Scootin' Boogie.
Oh god.
Here we go, here to toe. Come
Terrible.
on, baby, let's go down.
Terrible.
Not terrible.
Hurts my ears.
It is terrible.
Hurts my ears.
It is
Ugh.
very
Not a fan.
fucking terrible.
Not a fan of what gets the white women going around here.
just not a fan of them white
Not a
women.
fan of them white women around here.
Not one bit.
All right.
Beautiful, yeah. So it was funny though, is that everyone's like, "Oh, you guys should try to like pick a time and day and like be on and whatnot." So I'm like, okay, well, I put the feelers out there. I put a
Yeah.
post on Facebook and everything else. Like, hey,
My sister shared it.
we are going to be on at 5 o'clock. Is she working or is she one of the ones watching right now?
She's
probably
working.
working.
She's
Yeah, I would
working.
assume she's working. But so boo. I mean, congrats to the 2 people on, but
5 o'clock on the dot when we went live, 2 people jumped in. So Derek, I don't know who the other person is, but Derek was
Derek,
like right
Derek's
on.
always
the money.
Johnny on the spot.
Jo-
What if the one other person is just us watching it from the computer? It's like, oh, it's these guys. These guys. I wonder if
That's all right.
Oh, if I do say something, it just comes up as us.
Yeah. No, because we've been down to 0 before.
That's true.
Why are you typing it? Oh, okay.
It's nice to have a comment.
Okay. You could just say it and he would hear you.
I know, but it's nice to let people know too.
All right. Yeah, I feel like this is more personal, but
It is a little
okay.
more personal.
Because you can like look in the camera now and look directly into his eyes and say it.
Derek, I love you, and I also love Ice Cold Yingling, and I look forward to having some with you next weekend. Congratulations to Derek and Amber, by the way,
Congratulations
on
to Derek and
their
Amber.
nuptials next week. Unless something terrible goes wrong in the next week, that
Love you too, buddy.
maybe Derek runs off with a. I don't even know.
What?
Derek might run off with
Uh,
a Sasquatch in the woods. I don't know. You never know. But yeah, so barring that happening, should be a fun weekend
It'll
next
be
weekend.
fun. I'm actually I secured a carpool, so hopefully that all works out, and I will be able to just ride down and not want to murder everybody out on the road.
Yeah, that is a tragic drive. I went to the aviary one time, like 3 years ago. I remember it not being that bad until like you're like right up on it, and then you're like,
Well, we can talk about this. Anyone who watches this, I'm presuming is from the Pittsburgh area. Pittsburgh was designed by the worst minds in the world. Just the
yes,
worst minds in the world. It is. You never know when you're in the correct lane for anything. I don't think anybody knows when they're in the correct lane.
no, they really
because
don't.
you just kind of freestyle.
Because like I said, what we were talking earlier, you get as soon as you get on the parkway, you're like, I've got this. I'm going to Pittsburgh, and then you're like, wait, I'm going to Penn Hills. No,
Mhm.
hold on, let me come over, and it is
Then when
tragic.
you get in neighborhoods, you got one ways, then you got like lanes that end,
Oh, the one ways in the Pittsburgh area are they're just
and then
my God.
they're always doing construction in the downtown,
Hey,
so they
just
have a
go
lane blocked
so
off.
just going to the Pens game
Oh God.
the other night. It was like where I would normally go
Yeah.
was not there, and I'm like, I would have just turned around and went home. I'd have been like, oh, I'm done. I
Yeah.
don't know where to go. This is
I like having.
tell Crosby sorry.
I like knowing. Did we win that game?
Yes,
Oh,
we
good.
won that game 2-0. Jory really stood on
Good.
his head.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna see how they did today.
Oh yeah, they were playing earlier today.
Bruins.
It, being a fan, I hope they make the playoffs for
They are
Crosby's sake.
tied at beginning of the third period.
Okay. But also knowing that we won't make it far in the playoffs,
Yeah.
I would prefer a better team with a better chance make it. But being a fan though, I do want them to make it. I want Sid to have the best
How many years do you think he has left, honestly?
well, he's my age, so I think he's actually maybe a year older than me. For me, even competing at beer hockey level is tragic.
I feel like he's in much better shape than you are, though.
He is one giant muscle, so yeah, he is definitely in a lot better shape than I am. But I would say until he's not damn near in the top five. I think once he is not at the top of the game,
Once he starts sucking, he's gonna.
he's gonna be like, hey, if I'm not
Alright.
top five, I'm done. I'm
Okay.
out. And
That's
that may be because of the team surrounding him too. That may be on the team not making the playoffs. That people not. Is that, oh, that is his birthday. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So Derek pointed out the fact that Crosby's birthday is August 7th, 1987, and that's why his number is 87, which that would make him 36. So yeah, he would be a year older than me. That is Danielle's birthday as well.
Is it really?
Yes. She'd like to mention that a lot, but but yeah. So yeah, I think once his compete level is down to where he's not even in the top five, I think that's when he's gonna be like, you know what, uh, I am the best in the world, and I'm gonna go out as the best.
Yeah. See, that is. I hope he realizes it early because that's one thing. It happens a lot in the NFL. Even Brady, he came back from retirement. He played. He didn't really have a good year, so he's these players that play clearly past their prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they could have went out on such a higher note, and yet they felt they need to come back, and they are going out on a lesser plateau than they would have been if they would have just hung it up a year prior.
I think Yager did kind of the same thing, but Yager was always kind of talked about. Even to the point where like he wasn't like top like 10 anymore, even really.
Yeah.
He was still just like that's the veteran guy that
Well,
you want for a cup run.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I feel like also Yager, and I don't know shit about hockey like you do, but I feel like Yager's kind of just gone by the beat of his own drums, so he kind of just was comfortable doing with.
So I read one time or watched an article or something along the nature of that, but uh they once asked him, oh, why didn't you ever get married? Why didn't you ever have any kids or anything and whatnot? Um, and he was just saying that he loves hockey so much that that's all he wants to do is play hockey. He doesn't want to, take time away from hockey to have a wife and kid. I mean,
Yeah.
respect to that, I guess. But I mean, that's just that's his compete level right there. Is that he's 100%. Which I don't know if like Crosby's dating anyone or he's married or whatever he's doing with
I
his giant full lips and voluptuous ass.
and his Canadian being,
He
his
is
Canadian bacon.
he is
Why no
delicious.
Gino has a kid
And a wife.
and a wife?
Yeah.
I know he, in Latang. Most of them I know have
Yeah,
families.
I'm not sure if Latang has children, but
I
he
think he
definitely has a
does.
wife.
He has a
He
kid.
I'm pretty yeah, he is. I think
Yeah,
you're
because he's had him in press conferences before.
right. Okay. And a beautiful head of hair.
Yes,
He's got the hockey hair. I'll give him that.
he does. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We're excited for Derek's wedding. It's gonna be a good time.
It is gonna be a good time.
And yeah, now I feel better about that. I don't have to drive.
Yeah. I'm still undecided whether or not I'm gonna stay down there Friday night or just Saturday night, but yeah, we'll find out. But yeah. So next week, and we gotta figure out a day to do this next week because the whole weekend's kind of boogered up.
We can do it show live from the
I,
aviary.
I I'm thinking that's maybe what we should do. We should do a show live from there. If we can get a video of Derek dancing, it'd be like the Great White Buffalo.
just
But
just doing a little thing.
but
What dance would you love to see Derek attempt?
you know what? A better top five would be the top 5 songs you think would get Derek onto a dance floor.
That
And
would be a good top
my
five.
number one would be threat of gun violence. So other than that, I'm not sure what else could get him out there. But yeah,
I don't know.
should
Derek, think about it.
should be exciting either way.
Yep.
But next week though, we don't have a topic just yet. We're hoping to maybe get some viewer suggestions.
I have a
Um,
topic.
do you?
Yeah, that's something we could do.
You want to lay it on us right now, or
I if you feel like talking about this, I was recently reading about a cool urban legend that fascinates me because I had a personal experience with it.
oh,
And
Mothman,
no, the Hat Man.
the Hat Man?
Yeah.
Are you making this up?
No.
Oh,
I no, you have your experience with
lightly elaborate.
the Hat
I have
Man
paranormal experience.
out of the door.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I figured we could talk about.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I dig that.
The Hat Man is an urban legend. I believe it originated in South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, because there was a Hat Man mural for a store, but it used to scare the fuck out of kids.
Go on.
But basically, people have claimed to see the Hat Man, like an all black figure with a big like brimmed hat, and
Like Pilgrim.
kind of like a big fedora, like a big pilgrim hat or
Okay.
something. And basically, people have seen it in. Heather texting me.
Ah,
Um,
take your shirt off. What?
and
Oh.
and basically people like just have claims of seeing him in weird like specific times in life, and like they kind of it's weird encounters.
Does he have an origin?
I don't think so.
Like he was a
I
hard
was-
worker at a glue
I
factory and
don't-
got stuck in the vat one
I
day
don't
and
think so. Like I said, there's a mural in South Carolina that kids were afraid of.
I'd
and I-
like you to research this and see if you can find an origin on this guy because he's
Okay.
got to have an origin.
And a lot of people have claimed to see him in like nightmares and stuff, and like or they remember hearing people talk about, be like, oh shit, I saw something like that when I was a kid.
Kind of like the what was that? What was the movie with the fifth shit. I don't want to say it wrong. They kept seeing the owl. It was an alien movie. It actually really happened.
Oh, the fourth
The
kind.
fourth kind.
Yeah,
Thank you.
similar.
Yeah.
Similar, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. So
And,
yeah,
and
the
kind
fourth.
of even kind of like the Mothman almost, where people claim to have seen him and then like weird shit happened or
But
disaster
but
happened.
Mothman has an origin though.
Yeah, it does.
So I
It
mean,
does.
I'm saying like I want to know this. I want to know
Yeah.
the origin of uh this hatted man
Yeah.
coming from a hat enthusiast. Which I do have a new hat on.
You
You
do.
haven't made mention of it yet.
I didn't really look at it, to be
So
fair. That's cool.
yeah.
Where'd you get that at?
I don't worry about it now.
All right.
So anyway,
Well, we can have like a cool like episode talking about paranormal experiences and whatnot. Because
yeah,
I've had a
I
few.
like that. So maybe next week we're gonna do our personal paranormal experiences because I believe you have some too as
I
well,
have a
right?
couple.
So personal paranormal experiences and urban legends. I'm gonna find. I have one noodling around right now. I think I'd like to do, and then you can do your Hat Man bullshit, and we'll go from there.
All right, should be cool.
So
I'm excited to do a Halloween episode eventually.
that will be fun.
Halloween will be
We
fun.
really got to think about what we're gonna do with that
Yeah.
bullshit.
We could have like some peeps on for that. Do like a whole
But I mean, who are you gonna have on for Halloween?
I don't know. Figure it out. That'd be a cool thing to do with like a group of people. Maybe do like talk about horror movies and
Well, if we
shit
can,
like
now
that.
that we can go live mobile, we haven't attempted that yet.
Yeah.
So maybe what we'll do is we'll do like a test run, maybe next game day or gathering that we
Yeah.
have. We'll kind of test run a what do you want to call it? Like kind of like audio and how everything sounds
Yeah.
and whatnot. And maybe kind of sit everyone down like round table style. Um, and see how it sounds, and maybe go from there. Do a real cool Halloween episode.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
But
So, all right. So, well, we got our topic for next week.
Yep.
And again, if anyone wants us to talk about anything else or hear anything, please just, for the love of fuck, comment. Because again, we we struggle all week at work.
shout out to the white women.
And yes, shout out to the white women.
All right. I think
Who
that's
also
gonna wrap it up.
also are the people that hate me the most. It's probably just women in general. Though,
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Shout out to women
But,
in general.
Yes. I don't know why they hate me, but they do. So anyway, shout out to you, white women. Look, I censored her.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. Well, fuck you later.
See you later.
That wasn't terrible. Yeah, bud.